think a lot of the little stuff should just be 50, 25 cents.
I've always been interested in social justice issues, and I've always been interested in helping out.
Since September, students like Madison Hooper with the Met School Social Justice League have been building a better community.
Wow.
And this is just icing on the cake.
The Walk for Water is a walk that we go on to kind of resemble the distance that women and children in Africa have to go to get their own water. So we walk like about 5 kilometers, and that's just half. It's between 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers.
Okay, I want a cupcake and cookie.
Every $25 these kids raise provides clean drinking water for one person for the rest of their lives. It's just one way the group has responded to their teachers' stories of a recent trip to Africa.
I spent some time in Mali in West Africa in a little village called Tirali in the Dogon country. And really in all of my travels, even in other parts of Africa, this was the only place where I actually saw children with the distended bellies who were actually starving and malnourished. So when I came back and showed them images and told them the stories of the people that I met, that's when they wanted to get involved.
We've been doing fundraising for a man in Mali and raising money for their town to get an ox and a plow. But we have figured out that they're going through a drought, so we bought them cereal instead.
Since the drought, there'd be no way he could farm. So just sending him emergency food would be the best way, and it would not just go to him; it'd go towards the whole village.
One brownie out.
They're now seeing firsthand how far a few small efforts can go.
So we were able to send over our first $1,000, which was 500,000 West African francs, which bought 2,000 kilograms of millet, which was going to feed 20 families for 1 month, families of about 5 to 6 people. They're experiencing a severe drought, so in fact conditions have worsened since I was there last summer, so this food couldn't come really at a better time.
Well, our story continues a little further to the east at College, Pierre, Elliott, Trudeau, where students here are also dealing with some snacks, but with a little less success.
Okay, let's Shelby. Funny with this towel, right?
Shelby, you need to get the cup with the chocolate in it and spread it onto the bread.
They had to make a sandwich base, and so they took bread and Nutella and raisins and some other stuff, and they had disabilities, so the person that had to make it was blind, so they would have to use a knife, and it was dangerous, and so it was just kind of crazy. And
part of your everyday life. The funny leaves.
A little bit of fun with a deeper message.
We wanted people to know how people with disabilities have to live and what they have to go through every day.
I want you all to be me. You're all sitting on that side of a table. I'm the waitress, the other person is over here.
The Social Justice Club here organized an assembly to explore issues around disabilities. It invited guest speaker Alan Legg to talk about his own experiences. These are all part of a bigger project with the Manitoba Association for Rights and Liberties, or MARLY, that is tying together schools around the province.
The other schools are working on different projects, but all associated to rights and liberties, and it's the youth aspect of it. So they're the ones that are transmitting the message and sharing and basically informing and getting out there, getting the message out there, which is better for the youth because it comes from a youth perspective.
people with disabilities, they are different, but that we shouldn't treat them differently. We shouldn't judge them, that they can do some of the same things we can do, and not to treat them like they're stupid.
Thank you, Anna.
And like the other schools involved in the MARLY project, it's about changing people and perspectives for the better.
Because I think it's always good to think of other people, not just yourself. I mean, living in Canada, we have it pretty good, and I think it's always great to give back to not only your country or to your city, but to the world.
MARLY's youth projects aim to improve communities and develop leadership skills. You can get more information by visiting marl.mb.ca. For Shaw TV, I'm Kim Kasher.
Find a little more, and